Hello, welcome back. Episode 19 of my DIY conversion of a BMW E91. Yeah. Where'd it go? So yeah, finally got the battery box sealed up. So it's been quite a long-running task. I think it's easily the longest, most time-consuming task of the entire conversion. And yeah, so next I will be mounting, well, creating some brackets for the charger and DC-DC, painting them, and got to get everything into the car then, so that'll be a fun one. But yeah, for now, just sealing up the battery box, and that's what you're going to see today. So let's get into it. Right, I'm doing final assembly of the battery pack. It's got the two end pieces in, the first layer's in. Just clip it off on there. So I'm using these little sticky pads and what do you call them, cable ties. Hold the cell tap wires in place. I've not put the bus bars on yet. I'm going to hold off on those for as long as possible, obviously to keep the voltage as low as possible while I'm working on it. So yeah, that's the first layer. Just need to put a few more of these sticky pads down and the central piece in. I can start building up the second layer. Right, to get to assemble the next layer, I need to put the high voltage bus bars in. So now I've got to start being careful. There's 180 volts between those two there. So yeah, I want to keep away from those while I finish assembling and wiring for the next layer. One of those is going to connect, disconnect, and the other one goes up to the next layer. Right, some more assembly on the battery box. So I've got obviously a second layer in, series links. I need to shorten this one to go there, tidy up the BMS wiring, attach the BMS down. Got the series link in from the bottom. I think I'm going to 3D print something in there to sort of hold that still. Obviously the bulge on the side will stop that chafing, and so the bottom one needs to go to, get this. So the bottom one goes to one side of the disconnect. Hold it right way up. Top one, that's the positive, is going to the other side of the disconnect, and obviously fuse in there. Then wires output to the junction box with the contactors and some additional fuses and connectors and whatsits will go there. Yeah, so need to finish the wiring of the BMS. Be brave, plug in the BMS, test that I get all the communications and stuff still, and then seal her up. Right, so still doing the final assembly of the battery box. I've got my disconnect, my IO, and my Cinti, blow off valve. That's gonna just got to finish the HV connections to the the disconnect. It's more low voltage stuff. Finish tidying this up, and yeah, I think we'll be ready to seal it up. So there we go. Right, so close now. I've been using this PU18 stuff, so I've got this end panel bonded on and screwed in, still drying at the minute, and this one's done and on. Just about to finish wiring up the last of the BMS connectors. I'm going to wrap that in tape, stick it all to the side somewhere around there, tidy it all up, get this end panel on, bus bars connected, and then I'll finally connect the last thing so that we've got the high voltage, and then I'll test it, seal it up, and then put the top and the rear panel on, and that's battery finally done. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit when we've got that done. Here we are then, battery box, finally sealing it up. So yeah, let's get in there. So these are I've just been putting another bead of seam sealer all the way around the edge. Just keep putting more and more on. Quite paranoid that a little drop of water can get in there and can't get out. So I'm trying to prevent anything getting in there by copious amounts of this PU, what's it, 18 sealer. So yeah, just covering every single corner up with that again. So sides on, disconnect, obviously nothing in there. It's just covering that up. So the wires coming out there. These are going to be attached to there. Goes to a junction box on the back. And the junction box on the back is going to have the contactors in, another fuse, like these connectors for the low current, high voltage stuff. I've got, that's the innards of the disconnect. The high current connection for the inverter. Tested these, so comes with the BMS is working, and we've got the vent. What's it from? Cinti, Tom Debris. So yeah, hopefully now when I've got do another layer on these corners, because I can still see some of the primer from below. So there's obviously not completely sealed. Well, each panel's sealed on, but then I want to seal the extra gap in the corners as well, just for a bit extra. And then so the junction box is going to bolt on the back here. It's going to live on the back there. Cables in. So yeah, that's the battery box finally finished. Well, not quite, but will be. So yeah, these I need to get a couple more, another bag of these run out, just to replace. Oh damn it, it's still there. To replace these few from the Prius inverter, just so it's all looking the same, and then lift it into the car. So yeah, happy that this is finally nearly done. So yeah, that's what we've done this week, and so yeah, if you like it, like, comment, and subscribe. That's what Holly says. So yeah, I'll see you next time when we're getting it into the car. Bye.